family moved to Wellsborough, where you attend the local high school, we made contact with your old headmaster to obtain information on your academic and sporting achievements. But he seemed to remember you more for your playing with your organ. Still choir. On the 29th of July 1966, you eventually made it to the altar with a little Welsh lass called Gwilmai. We asked her if she'd like to make a few comments and say something nice about you, but she couldn't think of anything. She did, however, tell me a story of the time you asked her mother to go into Peter Richards' shop to purchase a jockstrap. When she asked what size, not really knowing much about cricket, she opted for medium size. I believe you had to return to the shop to exchange it for a smaller one. Anyone who's seen him in the shower will understand why. Jim, you haven't been playing all your sport outside, as you've helped to produce 3 sons. Your oldest son, Paul, couldn't make it tonight, as he spent some time in Wormwood Scrubs. Something to do with drugs, I believe, but he does send this message.
Hi, Dad. I was hoping to make it tonight, but as you know, I've gone all to pot. I shall try to keep on the straight and narrow in future. By the way, Dad, keep watering my mushrooms and poppies to keep the LSD coming in. And don't let the grass grow too long while I'm away. We'll see you, Dad. Hope you have a good night. Bye.
Wasn't bad, actually, Steve, your second son, Stuart, is otherwise engaged tonight. As you know, he has eloped with a beautiful girl, but he does send these few words.
Dad, I know you found it difficult to keep your eyes and hands off my girl, so I thought it best to go away with her. I'm behaving myself and keeping to your strict standards. I'm not doing anything that you wouldn't do. By the way, Dad, those balloons you gave me before I left don't seem to blow up very well. Take my advice tonight and don't make a fool of yourself. Cheers!
Gary, I wish I thought you'd been here, you could have done this. Finally, we have a few words from your youngest son, Gary. Finally, we have a few words from your youngest son, Gary.
Hello, Dad. I'm not going to spoil your special night, but I've been meaning to tell you that I've been gay for the last 4 years. Worse news, mustache.
Hang on, will you start that again, please? Will you start that again?
So to keep your eyes and hands off my girl, so I thought it best to go away with her. I'm behaving myself and keeping to your strict standards. I'm not doing anything that you wouldn't do. By the way, Dad, those balloons you gave me before I left don't seem to blow up very well. Take my advice tonight and don't make a fool of yourself. Cheers!
Oh, this is it. This is the one. Give Phillips.
Hello, Dad. I hope I'm not going to spoil your special night, but I've been meaning to tell you that I've been gay for the last 4 years. Even worse news, I hate playing cricket. Mustache, so I'm late for my ballet classes.
No, seriously now, let's get back to being serious now. Jim has really had a Jim has had a brilliant and distinguished career at cricket club. One of your old adversaries, Richard Tudor, who plays for Shrewsbury, would have liked to have been here tonight on this memorable occasion, but he always goes to the local pub on Saturday nights. But he did recall 1 or 2 happy memories playing against you.
Good evening, James. The one thing that made you stand head and shoulders above other cricketers, as far as I'm concerned, was that marvellous slower ball of yours. How many times have I watched with excitement as spectators and players alike rushed to stand by their cars when you came in to bowl that deadly. I remember back in the one day when you bowled the slower one. I was lucky enough to pick it out and was able to hit it out of the ground for 6 runs. As you were walking back, though, to bowl, you kept looking over your shoulder with that wry grin on the face, and it made me think that perhaps you'd saved me and that I hadn't timed the shot too well. Right after the match, having a drink in the bar with you, my doubts were confirmed when you said, "Good job you hit that ball for 6. It would have taken all 3. Have a good night. Bye.
There's one on the cricket actually who Jim has always held in very high regard. In fact, probably one of the finest batsmen that's played in Shropshire. And he wished to be involved in the evening, but he couldn't make it tonight. But he did send this message.
Jim, this is your old pal Ben Fisher. I remember one of your classic statements when you achieved the rare feat of burning a straight ball at me. I was taken completely by surprise and was bowled middle and off. As I trudged off, bewildered and bemused, I heard the great man utter these now immortal words, and I quote, "He played down the right line, but the ball wasn't there." Hello, Jim. Do you remember the day?
Well, Stephen!
One of your playing colleagues wishes to say a few words. He would have liked to have been here tonight, personally, but he's babysitting for Baldrick tonight.
Right line, but the ball wasn't there.
That was horrible.
Hello, Jim. Do you remember the day we played our first county game for Shropshire? I arrived in a morning suit, having been to a wedding, and you said, "Bloody hell, Gav. I know it's your first county game, but there's no need to come dressed for the occasion." That was the day, Jim, when I received my first hospital pass. That was when you made a break from the line-out. I received your pass and 2 opponents at the same time. The words when the sponge man came on were, "It's only psychological. Get up, Gaffer."
Jim, we've had some great times together. And it's a privilege to have played both rugby and cricket.
We were going to change that, but we thought it was too funny.
But I received my first hospital pass. That was when you made a break from the line-out. I received a pass and 2 opponents at the same time. Your words when the sponge man came on were, "It's only psychological. Get up, Gaffer."
Jim, we've had some great times together. And it's a privilege to have played both rugby and cricket.
Cricket with you. Our banter on the cricket field has to be seen and heard to be believed. But it's all in the spirit of the game.
Jim, some of your old school friends who were in your school choir at Welshfield have recorded this for you as a finale.
He's a jolly good fellow, but he's a jolly big fellow, but he's a jolly big fellow, and so say all of us, hey!
Jim, this is your life.